Attention, attention. IPOB One Family. This announcement is for those outside of the USA that wish to donate to the Eastern Security Network Fund that is based in the United States. Because of the fees that donators have to pay the bank when sending wires, we recommend that if you're sending less than $250, that you donate through the IPOB USA website. It's fast, simple, and less expensive for you. Go to our website, www.ipobinusa.org/donate. That is www.ipobinusa.org/donate and make your contribution. When it comes to keeping our people safe, every bit counts. After all, the security of our communities is our responsibility. Let's make this happen together.
Yeah, Mr. Bella once again. Wisdom, heal it, come on, get up.
Say Biafra will not last forever. They say happy up in no go stand. What did they know? What do they know? What do they see? What do they see? If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. No, no, no. Biafra will live forever. 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 Ogerugo manige tetanora. The lovers of Biafra. This is the time we need to come together and fight for what is belong to us. Ogerugo maniga bandits who want to make us a giant of Africa. Adam coaching team na Sugo Mbogeru ni sina nyama kweno. Hello Lisa Binigwe out of his wisdom, giving us somebody like Nnamdi Kanu for this our race-full mission. Biafra will not last forever. They say happy up in no go stand. What did they know? What do they know? What do they see? What do they see? If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. Oh no. See Ojukwu, our hero, how he fought, he never stop. Nnamdi Kanu, but no one will stop, he cannot stop. Biafra will live forever. Believe me now.
But independence for Nigeria as a corporate entity is not enough. The peoples of Nigeria must at the same time be guaranteed their freedom. We must ensure that in an independent Nigeria, individual citizens throughout the land enjoy liberty, human dignity, and equality under the law. There must be one Nigeria with one constitution and one law for all. Let us therefore, Mr. Chairman, sir, close our ears to the Council of Despair, which says that we cannot here at this conference agree on a constitution.
Good evening, good evening. Welcome to this broadcast today, the 5th and the 6th day of October 2021. It is still on the 5th. You are still on the 5th of October because those of you in Biafraland, why I am already on the 6th of October here. Thank you for joining. We will try to make this thing as snappy as possible. I have come to address 3 major issues this evening. One is the comment, opinion you read that has a lot of people are sharing on social media. That opinion is from the Washington Times. The article and opinion of one professor, Ivan Sheehan. Ivan Sheehan is a professor and a specialist in whatever terrorism and stuff like that. And he gave opinion that small terrorists, whatever I call it in Africa, is taking the United States Secretary of State to court. So a lot of people saw it and they are sharing it. And they are sharing it. So I have come to address that particular issue. And we want every Biafran to go to Twitter and make that man uncomfortable until his judgment, until his conscience will tell him that he has done very wrong thing, because he knows nothing. He has collected he has collected money through some of his contact, through some of his students who are Fulanis studying in the US. We understand that Fulani have their own network in the United States. And this network of Fulanis, some of them are also students. They are studying in the US and they are working and putting things together, resources together to fight for the conquest of Nigeria all the way from the United States. You don't know this. Do you know this? You don't know. I am telling you today, there are groups of Fulanis who live and reside in the United States. And they are also pressing button. So what you saw, what you saw in Washington time is one of the button they press. But we are going to quench that fire because they misfired it. They misfired it. First of all, it is a well-known fact that we have actually hit the target. Okay? IPOB, Biafra people, we have hit the target. So that target we hit is exactly the reaction. You know, they say there is no action without, when you have action, you have reaction. So the reaction is the article you saw today on Washington Times. But before I go into addressing that Washington Times article, I want you to understand one thing. Disregard it. We are going to, make sure that we rubbish that particular opinion. I want to do something. What you saw on Washington Times is just not even up to a good propaganda, but they want anybody that comes across it to read it. This is a media. Media is very powerful. That is why it is very, very important that we use everything available to us for this media war. That is why it is a very, very shameful thing that when some people want to listen to Biafra, when they want to, some people don't even know the kind of damage that all these people who rant on social media are doing. That's why I say we need to be, the leadership of this movement need to start to select or caution those who come on social media and talk rubbish. If you want to focus on discussing about our local people, the local people who don't buy the idea of Biafra, if that is your level, if that is the level you can operate, you will be allowed to discuss, to start to educate the local people using our local dialect. Okay? Not to come on social media and then you'll be talking rubbish. And you in the name of Biafra. And then when all these people in the US, they will be making reference. When they will tell them, do you want to see them? Do you want to see the people fighting for Biafra? Do you want to see them? Go to this page. They will copy this one and share and say, look at them. Look at how they are backing. Okay? These people are bringing bad image to IPOB. And I'm saying it. But a lot of people will not understand. What you saw on Washington Post today is also as a result of that, because that man may have listened to some of them who doesn't make sense. Who doesn't make sense. Okay? Instead of them to tell the world how Fulani are killing their people, is how to kill Simon Ekpa, how to kill this one, how to kill that one. And when you go on, when they go to check who is this Simon Ekpa they want to kill, Simon Ekpa is still talking about Biafra. The people will get confused. And the people who are going to tell them the story, they are not going to tell them the truth. They will tell them lies because they want them to come in. They want those who their voice are being heard. They want those who when they write their opinion in Washington Times, like you see it, the Washington Times will carry that opinion. Okay? And today, you are not addressing it. You will not address it. It is still me and other people that will come to address and try to fight against that man who probably may have been enticed and bought with money or Fulani to come to Washington Post and give opinion. So that opinion, and if you go to, one thing that surprised me is that I don't know whether Twitter is down, okay? I don't know. I don't know whether Twitter is down. I wrote a response, a counter response to this man on Twitter. I don't know whether anybody see it. Okay? I'm surprised. So maybe Twitter is down today. Please, so if you have noticed it, you tell us. Is Twitter down? Because from when I responded to that man, I don't think anybody see it. So, but what I'm going to do, okay, Twitter was not down. Okay, I don't know. Go to my Twitter page. Go to my Twitter page. I share that Twitter is not working. Okay. Well, anyway, I don't know. But so tomorrow, I will still go to respond to that man the same thing because I am surprised. Okay, that nobody saw the Twitter when I was responding to that man. Anyway, but that is by the way. So this, what you see now will be coming because we have hit the target. We've hit the target in so many ways. Biafra struggle, Oduduwa struggle, we have hit the target. And let me just give you an example of the target we've hit now. For the very first time in the history of Nigeria, no Nigerian anywhere in the world is proud to protest for Nigeria. Because you know, the only people that are abroad protesting for Nigeria are the Biafrans and Oduduwas. Okay? And now Oduduwas and Biafra no longer want Nigeria. So nobody to protest for Nigeria, they have to now go and hire people and hire Black Americans, pay them money to come and protest at the UN. Now, after that protest, after what happened at the UN, The Fulanis in America, the Fulani in America, they have realized that they have lost this battle over Nigeria. They now understand that battle over Nigeria is already a lost battle. They understand that we have done a lot of work, especially on sensitization. So what do they have to do? They want to now start to fight that thing we are fighting in America. They want to start fighting also from America because they have them America. Okay? And one thing you should know is that just as we have our group in America, that is the same way Fulani have their groups in America. And they are also reaching out to Fulanis in Nigeria, sponsoring them. Are you aware of that? I want you, somebody say my voice is breaking. Let me refresh. Can you hear me now? So as you know, whatever this person that is coming in, Okonta Igwe or something, I have not asked anybody to join me, so please don't come back. So as we have our own group, that is exactly the same way Fulani have their own group in America, and they are sponsoring what you see going on in Nigeria. And one day, maybe tomorrow, maybe next tomorrow, I'm going to bring you some proof of how the Fulanis are discussing about Nigeria in their forum in America. I'm going to bring the proof to you, okay? But I don't want to bring it now so they don't know that we're following them. Now, so I want to tell you people one thing. I am going to read what this man wrote on Washington Time. I will read it and I will try to read it to the end. And I'm going to tell you something. Because a lot of people are already panicking. Oh, and if you see the title of the article, they nearly bring EPOB, bring itself nearly to terrorism or whatever. I want to pull that particular article. One moment. One moment. There we go. One moment. So when you look at this, so when you look at this title, this man said US ignores small Africa terrorist group, Ekpa, at its peril. Okay? Ignore Ekpa at its peril. Okay? Okonta Igwe, I know that you are Amadi. Leave this place. I don't know what is wrong with you. Leave this place. US ignore small terrorist group IPOB at its peril. The State Department need to designate indigenous people of Biafra as a foreign terrorist organization. Those people that are coming, clicking this link, you don't know that I can destroy the system you are using. In fact, you people don't know how wicked I am sometimes. You know, I told you I have not invited you here. I have not invited you here to come. And I'm pleading with you, don't come in here until I invite you. And every time I come here, some of you will click the link I posted to come here. One day I am going to make sure I put a big virus. Anytime you click this link, your system will be destroyed. If you try, you think I will not do it. You go and buy a new. If you are using phone to click this thing, you will buy a new phone. One day I will inject virus that if you click on it, your phone will crash. When I don't invite you to come here, don't come here and disturb me. I don't want to see you here until I say people to join me. Why are you clicking the link? Because you have a link to click. And this man went further to say the State Department need to designate indigenous people of Biafra as a foreign terrorist organization. Now, what you should know is that what prompted this man to give this opinion was given on the 4th of October. Analysis. Now, remember that this is not article per se. This is opinion. Analysis, opinion. Now, the man said, an African terrorist organization is issuing U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin in the U.S. federal court. It's a beggar's belief. You see? It's a beggar's belief. So how did it happen? So this man is shocked. He's shocked that indigenous people of Biafra, is suing the United States Secretary of State and the Defense Minister. Okay? And, before I go further into this particular exposition and analysis, I want you to pay attention. I said, leave here. I have not invited anybody to come here, please. This man who have written this opinion, okay, before I go further into this particular analysis, I want to show you his name. Let us go straight to where they wrote his name, okay? What is happening here? This is not a complete article. One moment. Okay, here. I want you to know his name first. Now, what is the name of this person who wrote this article? His name is Ivan Sascha. Sheehan. Now, and he called himself is the executive director of the School of Public and International Affairs at the University of Baltimore. Opinion expressed here are his own. Did you see? So opinion expressed here are his own. So this Washington Times want to tell you that this have nothing to do with them. Of course, they know that they know that publishing this kind of thing is evil, and of course, so they have to say that the opinion is his own. So this is his opinion, okay? Opinion of somebody with such name, with this name now. And I want you now to go into name check, into background check, and find out that somebody with such a name have link to Islamic country. Anybody with such name, with this name now, have link to Islamic country. Okay? It is either all these Chechnya, or all these Georgia, or all these Pakistan kind of country, those kind of Arab, Asia, something country like that. So with a name like this, have ties, at least, to Islam or to a Muslim country. So before we go further into reading this thing that this man is doing here, or this man said here, you will understand that the name will go a long way into telling you the person we are dealing with, okay? And we are going to shock this man to let him understand that Biafra will be the last people he will toy with his corny Islamic propaganda. So before you comment, before you begin to read meanings, before you begin to talk about this particular man and the opinion expressed on this Washington Times, I want you to know that his name is Ivan Sascha Sheehan. This is like a Muslim country, a Muslim name from a Muslim country. So, originally, even if he's something else in America, even if he's like Obama, like we all know, he is not, if he say he's not a Muslim, or he's not being genuine. So he's not telling you the truth. He must have his root from these Islamic countries. So having established this fact now from this name, I have to go forward and to start to read. I may not have the time to read all the junks he wrote here. I may not have the time to read all the junks he wrote, but let me just tell you the reason why he gets so irritated by indigenous people of Biafra. First of all, he said that we are taking Secretary of State to court, and we are taking the defense, the defense secretary to court. And so how did it happen? The answer is frequently or frustratingly simple. The violent secessionist group in question, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, is yet to be designated a foreign terrorist organization by the U.S. Department of State. This is despite repeated plea to do so by long-standing U.S. ally Nigeria. You see, where IPOB is based and carries out its murderous activities. So when you read this particular line now, you understand that our Nigeria government, the Fulani government money is talking here. They have approached this man, and this man is now lobbying for the Nigeria government. So, of course, using his opinion. So they approach him through the Fulani student that from this community that I was talking about. They have been able to approach this man, being a director in university, and so some of the bad people in the school, they have connived and come together with the Nigeria government controlled by Fulani. So the same people who hired protesters, black protesters, to come and protest for Nigeria at the UN, they are the same people that now they have taken a different approach, which is approaching this kind of professor to rubbish himself, because at the end of the day, he will end up rubbishing himself. He don't know how resolute we are when somebody write this kind of thing against us. So I know that by the time Biafra finish with him, he will ever regret writing against Biafra people. Okay, so when you read this line, you understand that he was actually saying and writing exactly what the Fulanis told him. Because ordinarily, how will he know that the U.S. ally, which is Nigeria, have repeatedly pleaded the United States to designate IPOB as terrorist group? Where did he get the information? Is he part of America diplomat, or is he part of Nigeria? Is he having contract in Nigeria? So how did he know? He know because the Nigeria government have approached him, furnished him with money, and because of his name, showing where he come from originally, he collected the money, and now he is working for the Nigeria government to help them to conquer the southern Nigeria. So we are going to expose him this evening. And remember that I said, he wrote here, you see, despite repeated pleas to do so by a long-standing U.S. ally, Nigeria, okay? So he knew he have access to information from the information minister of Nigeria, which America government is not listening to again. So he have the access to the information minister, who now briefed him that the Nigeria government have repeatedly pleaded with the U.S. to designate IPOB as a terrorist organization, okay? And that is where he get this information that the Nigeria government has been playing, because Nigeria government did not write in social media, neither did they write in Washington Post, neither did they go to CNN and pleaded with CNN and announced to CNN that they want America to designate IPOB as a terrorist organization. So from there, he got the information. So he got first-hand information from those who came to U.S. during the United Nations General Assembly, and they approached him. And this is part of the deal they have, just like we are having our own deal with the people fighting us. So now he come, but the only thing is that his own, their own is local, okay? It doesn't have any, it is like very, very local, lobby. Is a local lobbyist, a local lobby who lobby by giving opinion. So the next thing is that they went after that. The next thing is that they have to go to this man, pay him, and to come and write this rubbish. Thank you for your super chat. Somebody say, Simon, remember after your BBC interview, the next thing was that IPOB was threatening the life of him. Don't fall for this. He will next say IPOB threatened his life. Be very careful with this. I don't understand, Ken Worry, what you were talking about. I don't know where the threat to life is coming from. I don't understand what you said. And I don't know when you say referring to him. I don't know who is him. Or is this a continuation of your comment? So could you please make yourself very clear so we know what you're talking about? And the comment is there. I have made a post. That's why I was wondering. I've made a post on my official Facebook page and also on the Twitter. And I told Biafrans to go to his Twitter and make him restless to understand what the nonsense is done, because he cannot just come and start giving opinion about IPOB. Before I go further, let me make it very clear. IPOB is a victim of the Nigeria state. We are victim. The indigenous people of Biafra, we are victim. We are not the terrorist part. The government is the terrorist part. The government sponsors terrorism, which everybody have confirmed, including the former government official and all that. So we are the victim of the terrorism activities and sponsor of the from the Nigeria government. We are the victims. Okay, we are the victim of massacre. We are the victim of systematic killings. We are the victim of genocide. We are the victim of war crime. So it is this man is just completely out of box. Okay, but let us read it. I don't know whether I have time to read all this, but okay. It is difficult to explain. It is difficult to explain how U.S. interests are served by inaction and complicity on IPOB. The listing cost nothing. You see, he is the one now telling the America that the listing cost nothing, but the designation would have significant implication for the group continuance. And what this man don't know is that what the man is trying to do now is to designate IPOB. That is, of course, it's not possible, but to designate IPOB a terrorist organization so that it will give his Islamic terrorist group in Nigeria the opportunity to continue to continue the conquest of the southern Nigeria. That is all. And what he don't know is that the American intelligence agency, the Department of State, they understand Nigeria more than somebody say Sheehan is 100% Irish surname. Well, it can be Irish surname, but I am telling you that that name is not only Irish name. It's more and more popular in some of the Muslim countries. In some of the Muslim countries, it is more popular there. I don't know where, like I said, I don't know where he comes from. It is not only Sheehan, it's also the Sasha and the Ivan. So I don't know whether Ivan is also Irish name. But anyway, somebody say it's from Irish, is a complete Sheehan, is a Irish, 100% Irish surname. But anyway, I believe he has some things to do with the Muslim because I've seen a lot of them that answers such name. Okay, it doesn't matter even if he come from even if he's a Irish man. I saw a picture of him, Kosovo. Kosovo. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Alina Katen, and hey, thank you very much, Kosovo. Yes, Kosovo. Sound more of Kosovo. And you know, Kosovo, they have extremists. You know that. In Kosovo, they have in Kosovo, they have extremists in Kosovo. Okay, so it's a name like in those areas. In those areas, they answer such a name. So, but what I know, whether it's Kosovo, whether it's Irish, what I know is that he must have ties to Muslim country. No, that is a real name. You see, Sasha is Kosovo. So anyway, however it is, but I know from I know that the name says a lot about ties to Muslim countries. Okay, so you don't expect him to like what IPOB is doing, because what they want is to take over the world. Okay, so anything that and the point is that it doesn't matter. He said that he's an expert in terrorism and all that. The Department of State, they know America, they know Nigeria very well. The United States Intelligence Agency, they know Nigeria very well. So, and they know the IPOB, they know Biafra. You see, you cannot be talking about Biafra as a terrorist. Biafra has fought war. You see, people do not know. People do not understand the when the issue of IPOB, the Biafra people fought war. We had independence. We declared independent state for 3 good years. Okay, for 3 good years, we had our own state. We had our own everything, and some country recognized us. So you cannot just come now and expect a country to designate IPOB a terrorist just because IPOB wants to be free from Nigeria. It doesn't work like that. So it doesn't mean that as Amazonia is fighting now, Amazonia will also be called terrorist organization by the US. Is that what it is? So is Amazonia now a terrorist organization? But Amazonia and Cameroon they are at war, okay? And they are also when Sudan, South Sudan and North Sudan was fighting, are you going to say the America should declare them terrorist organization? These are completely different things than the terrorists, the terrorists of all this Islamic State and all that. Self-determination is self-determination. Terrorism to turn people into Islamic State is completely a different thing. Now, Warrior again, the BBC interviewer after the interview wrote that he was being threatened by Ekpa. You know what? If not careful, Ivan will use your response to say that IPOP threatened him because of the article. My brother, this is what I'm saying. I'm speaking at least the elementary English here. So even those where he come from, the origin where he come from, his country, they will understand what I'm saying. And it is not a threat, okay? It is not a threat. I am just telling every Biafrans to go to Twitter and teach him a lesson that he cannot just come and start writing rubbish against our people. So if that is a threat to him, so be it. Okay, we don't care. We are not. Who is he that I cannot talk like that? We are all in a civilized world. He's in America, I'm in Europe. Even if he's here, I'm going to say it. Everybody knows where the right stop and where your other right begin. Okay, we are not here to romance word. Okay, why is he writing that they should designate me as a terrorist? You think if he's in Kosovo and where he come from, or in the country where he come from, he will be telling people agitating to free. Even if he's come from Kosovo, did he know the history of his place? Any country he come from. So, and then the people fighting for freedom, he will go to America and tell them to designate them as a terrorist organization. They will slap him. They will beat the hell out of him. His country is very violent country. Because I know it doesn't matter where he come from. Any country that man come from, he come from a very violent country. Very, very violent. Every Muslim country is very violent, except Saudi Arabia. Which they are also. So it is something that is not. We are in this game. One thing about this freedom fighting is that make sure you are well packaged. You know law. You know your right. You know what to say and what not to say, so that whenever something happens, you will come and stand on your word that you did not go out of the box. Okay. So that's why it is very important that those who are coming to shout Biafra, 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 you have a level where you will make your broadcast, and if you are not very good, you just focus on different angle. Don't come and start talking something that the people will refer you to go and watch Biafra agitator, go and watch what they do in social media and stuff like that. And when people come and listen, they get disappointed. Okay. So this is not about, I will stand by my word any day, anytime, and there is nothing wrong with that. And then this man went further to say, let's start with the obvious, tagging the group as a terror, and he is the one now teaching America. He wants to teach America what they will benefit for tagging IPOB, a terrorist organization. What he don't know is that when America stand a better chance to have a better business, protected business, their interests will be more protected in a disintegrated Nigeria than in this particular Nigeria they are now. So what are they having? Do you know about investment? Nobody can invest in Nigeria. If you invest in Nigeria, you go get memory. Once you invest in Nigeria, your money disappears. If you are somebody that buys shares, if you are buying shares or all this kind of investment, from the bank, when you go to bank, you see Africa, you see Europe, you see Asia, you see America and stuff like that. This shares, this investment, when you are buying it, that is the one they call the high risk one. So when you buy it, it may give you money, but then your money will also disappear if care is not taken. So this Nigeria, for example, Africa is in a very high risk. is a very high risk, and you don't get profit, like that. Okay, so you can put your money there. You will be, you may lose the money. Some of some people will put money in Africa savings, depending on the kind of bank and stuff like that. We will be looking at the money. It will be, instead of going up, it will be going minus, minus, minus. Now Africa, Nigeria, it will be going like this. Instead of going up, it will be going like this. Okay. Somebody, all right, let us hear Ken Worry again. Okay, you see, experience is the best teacher. Ken Worry now say, Simon, please don't speak about shit. Simon, please don't speak about shares. I have lost so much money on Access Bank and Zenith Bank. Please, I don't want to think about that money now. My brother, anything I'm saying here, take it home. I don't just come and open my mouth and talk, okay? I am well prepared for this job, and I'm well packaged. So that is why whenever something happens, I will use something to describe, to describe the situation of the things. Okay? I will use something to describe it. And when I'm describing it, you will know that what I said is true. Okay? Because if you are not here now, some people may not understand, may not understand what I have said, and may not understand what I'm saying. But you see, everything I said here, I have just mentioned something. I said shares. So if America want the best, okay, if America want the best for themselves, they are well protected. They will be well protected. The businesses will be well protected in a disintegrated Nigeria. Because why you are losing money in shares is because there is no security. Okay, so when you invest money, the money is gone. The money is gone. We have to have some break now, and we'll be back in a few minutes time. One moment.
Oh freedom, 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 freedom is freedom, freedom is freedom, freedom is coming, oh yes, freedom, freedom is freedom, freedom is freedom, freedom is coming, oh yes, freedom is freedom, freedom is freedom.
All right. Welcome back. So as I was saying, when you look at when you look at this, our brother's comment about the share, it is just a fact. So what happened is that the America need, like I said last time, America need another Israel in Africa to be able to combat terrorism. So that Israel is going to be Biafra. Now we have Israel that holds the Middle East, where most of the terrorists and all that are coming from, and Israel is holding them very, very tight. So in Africa now, Africa is loose. Africa is loose, and Africa will become the biggest threat to America and to the West in the long run. So we need another Israel in Africa, and it will be Biafra. So this man now that is writing to America, writing this kind of opinion, so for American people to read it, is just being, he don't know how prepared we are. And that is why we are taking it on, by ourselves to make sure we set the record very, very straight. Okay? My voice is not clear. All right, let me refresh this. All right, we're back. We're back. All right, we're back. So let us continue. But one thing you should know about this whole thing is because we have hit the target completely. And he's telling them as soon as this designation is applied, no organization that utilizes US currency will be able to legally conduct transaction with the organization. By cutting off IPOP funding, the US would weaken the 50,000 strong paramilitary outfit and to provide Nigeria security forces room to train their sights squarely on ISIS-affiliated Boko Haram in the northeast of the country. Can you imagine? Counter-terrorism operation against Boko Haram have long been assisted by U.S. agencies working in close coordination with the West African government. So he is now telling America what it will be if, or what will happen if they designate IPOB as terrorist organization. And one thing is that I want people to understand how important it is for the Fulanese to take over Nigeria. I'm not going to read this whole junks, but what I want to tell you is that for those of you who are sharing this Washington Times articles, you don't need to share it, okay? You don't need to share it because even the Washington Times themselves, who publish it out of they want to get traffic, because you know now, as you have shared it everywhere now, they are getting traffic, okay? Because some of you don't know what is Washington Times until today. So everybody will be sharing. See what they write to. Before you know it, millions of Biafrans will view it. You are giving them traffic. Don't share it. They don't. This Washington Times, they are corrupt, media outlet in the U.S. Nobody read them. Okay? Nobody read them. They are very small, very small, and nobody read them. They are doing all this shady report and all that. And for you to see how cunning they are, I want to show you, because I have showed you before. For you to see how cunning they are, after reporting this thing, after reporting this thing, which is opinion, they went ahead to say Ivan Sasha Shehan is a executive director of the School of Public and International Affairs at the University of Baltimore. Opinions expressed here are his own. Okay? So it's not like so this is opinion of that semi-terrorist name. Like that's why I said the name is synonymous to to the allegation or the opinion on IPOB. Is the name is synonymous. When you look at the name, you know where he's coming from. You know that it is synonymous to his opinion on IPOB. So people, Biafra, should disregard this particular Washington Post, Washington Times. Let me tell you, Washington Post is a more reliable news media outlet. Washington Post is more reliable and more wide read. People read the Washington Post. Okay. But this Washington Times, nobody read it. They only want to get traffic. And even if this opinion is being, even if they put it in Washington Post, it doesn't mean we are going to address it just the way we are addressing it. And America know better. Okay? America will know better. So we are going to be addressing it. Yes, it's a semi-terrorist name. Exactly. So his name is a semi-terrorist name. What we are fighting for is we are fighting for freedom of our country. We are not fighting to convert people into what we are not or into what they are not. We are not saying everybody should convert to Islam or something like that. That will make that we want to take over everybody. We are. Yes. So if you go to Twitter, by the time when Twitter is back, because I think Twitter is really having a problem. When Twitter is back from tomorrow, when we begin to deal with that man and his propaganda, make sure we besiege his Twitter handle from tomorrow to give him IPOB treatment and Biafra treatment. So calling him a semi-terrorist name, because he should tell us where the name come from. Semi-terrorist name. Yes. All right. So now the next thing we're going to do now is that we don't want to waste much time on this particular subject. So tell anybody you see that share this particular that they share this particular uh, that share this particular article. Tell the person not to share it, disregard it, because you are only promoting them. Disregard it. Doesn't hold water. Okay.
We find the renewed desperation by the South.
Now, I want all of you to understand what is to come. The southern governors, the southeast governors had meeting today in Enugu. And once more in attendance, you have the governor of Ebonyi State, you have the administrator of Imo State, you have the governor of Enugu State. Governor of Abia State was not there. Governor of Anambra State was not there. Okay, and these are the people who are, who are representing the people of the Southeast, as they call them. Now, in this meeting, they discussed about sit at home. That is why it is very, very, very important for people to know the implication of what the implication to these governors, this sit at home, what it does to their status. You don't know what it does to their status. So when people come to tell you, why can't you bring people who can be pro-Biafra and make them and elect them into political position so that they will go and start fighting Biafra? My people, we need to start changing people's this kind of narrative that people are preaching. That we, the indigenous people of Biafra, should bring people who will be pro-Biafra to start to elect them. Now, one thing I want to tell you is this: even if we are not pro-Biafra, even if the people that are now elected in the Southeast are not pro-Biafra, are they not pro-Igbo? Are they not pro-Igbo? Especially those in the Southeast. Are they not pro-Igbo? Are they not pro-Igbo? I am asking you. So how have they changed the Igbo man status in Nigeria with their political position as pro-Igbo? Oh my God. People don't understand this. I want to ask question. I have come across people saying, come, use political, you are popular, you have tested your popularity, come and choose people, sponsor them, the governor in the 5 states, in the 5 eastern states. We don't go through the back door. It doesn't work. Fulani know what you know. Is it not in Nigeria? People should understand that Fulani have gone very far in this conquest. And anybody that is going to say, I am pro-IPOB, pro-Biafra, can never ever be allowed to do anything in Nigeria. So how are you going to say you want to elect them? It is the same hostility that they will bring to that person. They will never allow the person to do anything. So anybody that comes to tell you, go and elect people in all Biafraland and let them be IPOB, let them be pro-Biafra, ask them. The one you elected, are they not pro-Igbo? I want to ask them. Those one that is now, or at least they are working with Ohanes and Igbo, are they not pro-Igbo? Ask them. The one that is Ohanes and Igbo, which is supposed to be pro-Igbo, are they not pro-Igbo? What have they done in other Nigeria with their pro-Igbo? Thank you very much for your super chat, Nikki Young. Simon, let me tell you that media war has begun. I sent you an email last month, but you didn't respond. We have to, as a matter of urgency, counter this false article from Washington Post media war have started. Exactly. Nikki Young, I agree with you, and that is what we are doing. But like I have contacted all our representative. We have contacted our people in the US, and things are being done. We are going to counter this, and of course, our leadership, the IPOB leadership, should also be, live up to expectation in this particular article. We want to see something very, very powerful. We want to hit them back. So I agree with you. Nikki, I completely agree with you. See, it doesn't matter how small. It doesn't matter whether this Washington Times is nobody read it. It doesn't matter. But we need to hit back. And but of course, as we are hitting back, we want to also tell this man. We want to make this man uncomfortable objectively. So from today, Biafrans, don't forget that it is coming from Simon Ekpa. This is a fight that everybody must be part of. So we want to make that man who wrote this opinion uncomfortable on that social media. So you go to his Twitter, let him understand that IPOB is not a terrorist organization. Of course, he knows, but you need to also try to let him understand that we are the victim of this Nigerian government genocide. And we are only defending ourselves. And the history is there. The fact is there for everybody to see. Okay? So we want everybody to make him uncomfortable on Twitter, make him popular. Go to I have already written, go to my Twitter page and see what I wrote. I know that for some reason, the people I didn't see that tweet. So by tomorrow, I am going to post it again and make sure that it gets attention of people. So I agree with you, Nikki Young. The media war have started. And now, because this media war is starting now because we've hit them. Do you know what it means? The Secretary of State has been summoned by court to come and explain how he sold this, how they gave approval for this Tokuno aircraft, which they will use against us very soon. So it is a big thing. It's a big thing. And this man is surprised. How did IPOB manage to take a whole Secretary of State of the United States to court? How the IPOB managed to take the minister, the defense secretary to court? How did IPOB now going to ICC to taking the Nigeria government to court? Because all these things are interest driven. So I agree with you, and everybody must wake up to this media war. That is why I said we must focus and not allowing all these people to come and start talking rubbish. Those people who have fallen out of the struggle, they should not be allowed to come and start constituting nuisance on social media. So we need to focus, because people are paying attention to Biafra agitation. Now, it is gaining attention worldwide. So how do people feel when they want to make reference and say, do you want to see what these people do? Go there and watch one stupid one talking rubbish. They will be attacking each other. Is that how they want to get their freedom? So we don't want, except that the leadership want to sabotage the struggle itself. The time has come that they should not allow all these people constituting nuisance on social media to continue to talk. If they don't have anything to say, they should back off. They should back off, or they concentrate on enlightening the people at the local level. Okay? Because what they are doing now is damaging the struggle. Some serious people will come. Some serious people will come. Some serious people will come, to this struggle, want to see what is going on, and they will refer them to all these videos, and they see them. Please go on. Yes, I will do that. I have already responded to him. I've already responded to him on Twitter. But I will give him a call. I will give him a call. I've just gotten his contact from somewhere. So I've gotten his contact, the contact of this professor. I'm going to give him a call personally, you know, and then after that, I will share with Biafrans how the call went. I know that the people who contracted him have seen that. We'll tell him now that they are going to call him, but that is it doesn't mean anything. So thank you very much. I will do that, just that. So, but Biafrans should also go to the Twitter and let him understand that we are the victim of this terrorist attack in Nigeria, not the other way around. Now, after this whole thing, I want you to see the twist now from the northern Nigeria. Okay, the northern Nigeria used somebody called Baba Ahmed. They are not seeing that. They are not seeing it at all. This Baba Ahmed, they used Baba Ahmed. They were talking because that time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was still have not been abducted. So they used Baba Ahmed. Baba Ahmed was romancing them, and I was warning you. I was warning everybody. I said, anybody that is from northern Nigeria and the person is a Muslim, he is fake. His activism is fake because that person will rather be in Islamic Nigeria than in a secular Nigeria. People didn't believe me, of course, but I know a lot of Biafran believe me. But today, it is clear that same Baba Ahmed, who was parading himself as an activist, talking for that Nigeria unity is good, if Biafra what, at a point, they even want Biafra to go. At a point, they came and said, okay, we filed case to court. Who have asked question? That lawsuit they filed against the Senate to give Biafra independent, allowed it. Where is it today? Are they still talking about it? They are not talking about it because of what? They captured Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They captured Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So when they capture Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they think it is over. That is more reason. That is more reason we are going to tell them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have 1,000 men, and only him can calm them down. What is 1,000? I say 1 million. Millions of men. That is why we have to tell these Fulani people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have millions of men, of which only him can calm them down. Only him can calm them down. So all this thing you see, they were gallivanting, activists from the north, activists from this. I told you that they are all fake. Today, their true color is coming out. I want you to watch their true color.
To threaten northern people. We find the renewed desperation by the South to threaten northern people's right to franchise, a deliberate attempt to bastardize democracy, cause greater instability in the guise of a contentious, undemocratic power shift arrangement, and therefore downright unacceptable.
Remember, this is the same spokesman of the Northern Coalition, Northern whatever coalition group. This same man now was the same man who spoke to Nigerians saying they have filed case for Biafra and want Biafra to leave Nigeria. This same man, because that time, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was still free. Okay? This same man has never, like, you know, mentioned Baba Ahmed in their speeches as somebody who have spoken in their interest and have represented the interest of Northern group or the coalition of Northern group. But now they are all working together. Now he can make a comment here, in press a briefing. He will now acknowledge Baba Ahmed. He now acknowledges the position of Baba Ahmed. You see, everything they promise Odevumai, everything they promise all the Southern leaders, they are now, it was fake. We were warning them, they didn't listen. Just like now they are bringing military. military to come and and they say they are doing it nationwide. My brother, is it nationwide? Where the Boko Haram are killing them every day in the north? They are still conducting military exercise nationwide. They are having a meeting in Enugu and they want to restore security or whatever peace in South. South is not enjoying peace. They didn't listen. Today, all the Southern governors, they are running helter-skelter because they believed that the North will give them power. We told them that they will not give them power. We told them that all the people parading themselves, advocating for presidency, Igbo presidency, advocating for Southern presidency, all those people were fake. They know that the only people that are standing on their way are Sunday Igboho and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, they captured two of them. All of a sudden, the people that were friends, they have now showing their true color. Now watch.
The CNG, after due consultation with prominent stakeholders, leaders and elders, has categorically resolved to firmly and solidly align completely with the position taken by the Northern Elders Forum as expressed by Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed, and that...
You see, now he mentioned and referenced Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed. And in all this, their press release that they were filing charges and filing lawsuits against Nigeria government to declare Biafra, to let the Igbo people to go and all that. They don't remember Ahmed Baba. But today, they are standing with Ahmed Baba that the power must stay in the north. What you? We warned them. We warned the governors. We warned the governors. We warned the governors
of the Northern Governors Forum that zoning of elective positions is unconstitutional, undemocratic, and must be jettisoned. For the avoidance of doubt, therefore, the CNG hereby declares that the North, a major stakeholder in whatever happens in and to Nigeria, shall not be obliged to respect any zoning arrangement of any elective position in whatever party.
Did you hear that? Authoritatively, they are now in the transitional stage. This is now transitional authoritatively. They have the army, they have the military, they have the police, they have the Senate, they have the everything. But you know what? Do you know who is making it possible for this man to talk like this and insult us like this? Southeast governors, South governors, Southwest governors. They are making it possible. Because if the South governors, if the Southern governors rise up tomorrow and say, then divide Nigeria, that is the end. All this shit will end. But who have the balls to do that? None of them. But that is the right thing to do at this point. It is the right thing to do at this point. Now, I want to tell you something. One moment. I want you to listen to this man. You see, today, I have come to say the narrative must change. It's like we are going to go back to changing of narrative, because I see that there is a new narrative coming up, which people did not do before, which people did not say before. So if we are going to go back to our motto now, changing the narrative of yesterday, because this is a new narrative that is coming. I want you to watch this.
Enough. God has also answered our prayers. We will still be praying, but the Church of Nigeria has prayed and God has answered our prayers. You ask me how? He answered our prayers by giving us large followership. Nigeria, the mega churches in Nigeria, they are not available anywhere in the world. no church like Redeem, no church like Winners, no church like Mountain of Fire, no church like Chosen, no church like Christ Embassy, no church like Biafraland in the world. Redeem alone has over 40,000 parishes. Winner alone has 30,000. There are only 10,000 wards in Nigeria where decision of those who rule these countries are made. So it's not just deliver Nigeria, it should be God. Wake up your church. Talk to your general overseers.
Do you hear that?
The church community is an imprisoned community. Our general overseers have imprisoned us. They must release us, mobilize us, encourage us to go to the grassroots. Politics is grassroots. You know, I have done politics before. I have campaigned, I've been voted for, I was a deputy speaker of a state. I know how it works. It's not just prayer. We have prayed. And God has answered the prayers. The answer is that He has given us people. Next to God's power is political power. And I want what I am saying to be carried life. Next to God's power is political power. And political power is people giving. And God has given us people. What else do you want Him to do for us?
Okay.
You want God to come from heaven and be casting vote?
Okay.
You want God to go to the world and become world chairman?
Okay.
So the 7 expo in each ward, they are the one that determine who is the president. We can't change Nigeria except we change the National Assembly. This evil law.
How do you do that?
This is jihadist constitution. This is oligarchy constitution.
Okay.
This is a constitution that put the whole of the country under one tribe.
Okay.
This constitution cannot allow to go. And it cannot change until you change the men at the National Assembly.
Okay.
The men at the National Assembly will not change until you select new people that will replace them.
Okay.
So the church must wake up.
Uh-huh.
And not only church, patriotic Nigerians must wake up.
Okay.
In the name of Jesus. And you don't win on social media. You don't win on Facebook. You go to the grassroots. Me and you must be attending world meeting. And we will put our good people there. It is the people at the world that are called delegates. The delegates that select who will be the president, who will be the governor, who will be the senator.
Okay, so what this man is trying to tell you is that he said we must go to the world and put our good people there. So what he's trying to tell you now is that all the leaders in the Southeast, they are not good. Already said. So it is a confirmation that from the governor to the senators to the local government chairman to the House of Assembly to all of them are not good. So what are we talking about? They are not good. Okay? Because if they are good, the man and other people will not be talking about going to grassroots. They will not be talking about electing somebody who is good. They will not be so what it means is that every representative, they are all bad. Okay? But you know what? It is still the same thing. When we say, give us Biafra, they say go to grassroots. So does it mean that the people that are being elected in Igbo land now are not pro-Igbo, but they are working with Ohanes and Igbo? They are not pro-Igbo. What pro are they? Are they pro? They are pro-Fulani. But they tell us that they want the best interest of Igbo. They tell us that they are Igbo, that Igbo are being marginalized. We are complaining. We are not in government. Ike Ekweremadu is complaining about marginalization. He is a Senate. He was a deputy Senate president. He's complaining. During the time he was deputy Senate president, he was complaining that Igbos are marginalized. My brother, are they not pro-Igbo? So that is why I said, if they are actually Nigerians, they should prove to us that Nigeria government recognizes Ike Ekweremadu as a Nigerian. Because as far as I'm concerned, they are not recognized. Nigeria government do not recognize them as Nigerians. They don't accord them the same respect they accord other Fulanis at the National Assembly. That is the reason why they can borrow, they can take loan from China and exclude Southeast. They even try to vote without the presence of the Southeast senators, because they don't value them, they don't respect them. So how can somebody now tell me that, okay, you need to elect Biafra, pro-Biafra people? Oh my goodness. We need to see how your pro-Igbo performed first. It is not possible in Nigeria. That is the point. The point I'm trying to make is that this pro-Biafra elect pro, it is not possible. You can't go through the back door in Nigeria. Fulani knows that the plan of Fulani is how to take over. And if you are coming to stop them, they know. Okay? So anything going from the back door, all those people telling you to go elect somebody who is a pro-Biafra, before you know it, you take entire Biafra. It is not possible. Let us have assessment of the pro-Igbos that you have elected. Those people who tell you they can't work with anybody. I am only going to work with Ohanes and Igbo. We only know Ohanes and Igbo. Let us assess them that agree to work with Ohanes and Igbo. How have their activities represented the interests of Ndigbo? Before we talk of going, before you can now, it is after you have assessed them and they actually performed under Nigeria. I want you to pay attention. Under Nigeria. Okay? Under Nigeria. How have they protected the interests of Ndigbo under Nigeria? Before you can now, if assessment is done, and then you are satisfied that actually politicians can protect the interests of Ndigbo, then you can talk about Biafra. But when an interest of Ndigbo cannot be protected under Nigeria, is it Biafra that will allow you to come through the back door? It is not possible. My brother, it is not possible. We need to get ready either for war or either for a peaceful separation. We need to get ready for war or for a peaceful separation. But if for separation, we have to do it. But all this romancing of coming through the back door, let us elect somebody. It doesn't work. Nigeria is evil. Once you elect any pro-Biafra in Nigeria, Nigeria will first of all silence the person. It can't work. That person you see, the spirit of Nigeria, a bend there. It can't work. It can't. Okay, even if you have them, how many are you going to have at the National Assembly? Is it not the same structure? No, one thing is that when they tell you elect somebody, I don't get it. Is it not going to come from the National Assembly? Okay, is the allocation not going to come from Abuja? Huh? My brother, the allocation of the governors is going to come from Abuja. The governors will be under Abuja. People, please wake up. Believe me, we that are shouting on social media, we are not fools. We are not fools. Before some of us join this struggle, all these things that they are saying today, we have analyzed it. We have processed it, the information. We have concluded and come to a very reasonable and objective conclusion that it cannot work under Nigeria. Okay? If you say, vote everybody, okay, let us agree now that you are going to vote for every governor in the Eastern region to become a pro-Biafra. It will take you 50 years. It will take you 50 years to do. And you may not even succeed in doing it in 50 years. Now, before we get to the 20th year, they have taken over Nigeria. Is that what you want? My brother, that time of this kind of thing is a no-go area. And that is why I will start making program for all these pastors that are telling us, let us start voting. I'm going to play another video. Let us finish this one.
If you are not there, you are at the back of the fence. If you pray from now till next year, and you are not there, it's a prayer in vain. Church must wake up. And that's what I'm telling the whole church, and I'm telling you now. I don't know why God sent me to politics when I went. But you see, God has to send Joseph to Pharaoh's house. Joseph has to be raised in the palace to understand the palace culture, and then God returned him to defeat Egypt. By the grace of God, we will take Nigeria back. This country must be restructured. We must go back to true federalism. Nigeria was a negotiated country. Nigeria is not one country. Nigeria is a country of many nations. How come one ethnic group dominate everybody?
Okay, it's a country of many nations. Nigeria is a country of many nations. Okay, in the past, I like them that they are coming out now. Nigeria is a country of many nations. Still, he is advocating for let us take Nigeria back, and at the same time, Nigeria is a country of many nations. What is the problem of black man? So if he have identified the fact that Nigeria is a country of many nations, why not him stand by that many nations to fight for the many nations that is hindering Nigeria from progressing? How can somebody come to the pulpit, identify that Nigeria is a country of many nations, at the same time, you are forcing many nations to stay in one country? My people, does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. Nigeria is a country of many nations. At the same time, you are saying we are going to get Nigeria back. But in the same time, you say Nigeria is a country of many nations. Is that not confusion? You see, that is why I like that they are talking. But because we have to start to, okay? We have to start to correct them, to change this narrative that they are ignorantly saying. How can somebody, a pastor who is well-learned, at least I believe, can be coming, talking to his congregation, telling them that Nigeria is a country of many nations. And at the same time, you want that many nations to remain in one country. No, how is that possible? It's not possible. You are only delaying the calamity. That any day it is going to expose, everybody will die. Like it's exploding now. Okay? So if you know Pastor Emmanuel, tell him that his video has gone viral. Tell him that we have played the video on this platform. Tell him that we say he is preaching the wrong preaching. Okay? Tell him that Simon Ekpa said he cannot be preaching to people that Nigeria is a country of many nations and still want many nations to remain in one country. Tell him that Europe is many nations in one union. Tell him that we want to be like Europe so that we will progress like Europe. Tell him that Europe was like Nigeria before and nothing was moving. And Europe discovered that they have many nations in one country, in one big country. Tell him that because of that, they begin to divide along tribal line, along that nation in Europe. And today, Europe divided along those tribal lines, and they are progressing. How can I want to play another preaching after this one for you to understand that we appreciate the fact that pastors are coming out now, because this thing is going to get to everybody. So we appreciate them, but when they are coming out, if it is better for them to preach the message than to start preaching something that is going to cause confusion. You cannot be preaching to people that Nigeria is a nation of many, or is a country of many nations, and then you are saying the people, after identifying the fact that there is a many nation in Nigeria, you want the country, the Nigeria with that many nations, to continue to stay as a one country. How is that possible in this 21st century? So tell him that we have played the video because he requested that the video should go viral, but we are correcting him now.
It will not happen again. This year, God will deliver this country. Nigeria is a fraud.
You
Our
see?
constitution is a fraud.
Okay.
Very unfair, very unkind, no equity. The whole of us will be under one head. And if it is an ethnic right that want progress, it will be a different thing.
You see?
Pressing us.
You see? How do you go away from it?
That evil.
How do you go away from it? It is it is not by prayer. It is not by prayer. The point here is that he even identified that God have answered their prayer. He don't know it. That is why I said, that is why, you see, we are preaching almost the same thing. That's why I say, pray to God to give you the spiritual knowledge to identify your help when it comes. Because sometimes you are praying, God, please answer my prayer. God is answering your prayer all the time. And you don't just know that God has answered your prayer. You continue because of spiritual understanding that you lack. The prayer that God has been answering, you can't identify it. So this man have come to say, God have answered our prayer, which is true. They have the population, which is true. Now, why can't this man, since having identified that they have the population and God have answered the prayer, do you know how it is going to start? They should embark on 1 week sit at home, which Dr. Man Lafia suggested. The late Man Lafia. So why can't he start the preaching? Let us, for this evil that is going on in Nigeria, let every Christian stay at home for 1 week. Because we want to know who is more in population. Is it these people or us? And that will lead to breakup of Nigeria at the end of the day. But he cannot do it. He cannot say it. Because that is the prayer answered. For him to say that the constitution of Nigeria is evil. But you know what? Because of the structure of Nigeria, the northern Muslims have more people at the National Assembly, so they can never amend the constitution. So what do? You sit at home as a Christian to protest the amendment of constitution. God answered your prayer by giving you the population. Ground the activities of the government. Tell every pastor, every church, since you have come to tell us the mega churches everywhere, they have population everywhere, why don't you now begin the campaign that since these people don't want to listen to us because we are minority at the National Assembly and they can never amend the constitution. Now every Christian, okay, we are against this. Everybody is this one is controlled by Muslim, that one is Muslim, police is Muslim, army is Muslim, this one is Muslim, executive is Muslim, everywhere Muslim. Okay, Christian, we no agree again. Everybody must stop working for 1 week. That is prayer. God have given you that answer. God give you the population. God give you the congregation, including those who are not coming to your church, but they are Christians. Thank you very much, Clement. I wonder why the Sultanate governor are not taking the struggle serious and all of them are acting as if nothing wrong is going on. Very evil leaders. Exactly. Exactly. But at the end of the day, they tell you they are pro-Igbo. But they are still the pro-Igbo in Nigeria, but they cannot defend and represent the interests of Ndi Igbo because it is not possible. Not that they don't want to. Not that they don't want to represent the Igbo interests, but it is not possible. Because Nigeria is, Nigeria don't want to hear anything that will progress in any Igbo man. And especially the collective interest of Ndi Igbo. Nigeria is structured not to favor anything that will help anybody collectively than from Igbo. But the leader is there. The leaders are there. So what I'm trying to say is that this man, tell him and other people who may be preaching like him that God have answered their prayer, giving them the congregation, giving them the population. The only thing they need now is to acknowledge, to know that God has answered their prayer and use the population to get all the things they want. Population is not only to vote. It's not only to go to grassroots and vote. Okay? Because their own is only campaign, election, campaign, politics. No. God answered you, gave you the population. What do? Ground the economy. And say, we don't need to wait for us to go to grassroots and start campaigning for election. because you have cheated us in Nigeria, because everywhere is Muslim, because the judiciary is Muslim, the army is Muslim, the police is Muslim, the immigration is Muslim, the custom is Muslim, the navy is Muslim, the executive is Muslim, the National Assembly is Muslim. Everywhere is Muslim. So for that reason, we Christians in Nigeria will not agree again. We will not work again for 1 week. You use the population God gave you and get what you want. Let us see how that works. Why can't we begin to channel our energy to this? Why must we wait until election to start going to grassroots when you can actually solve the problem now? Because these people are not sincere. And let us agree and assume that they are sincere, but they don't know this idea I am giving them now. So I'm giving them this idea this evening. So I am sending message back to this Pastor Emmanuel. If you know, please cut this particular video I am making now. Cut it. Send it to Pastor Emmanuel and the next pastor that I'm going to play his video here today. Tell them that it is not about waiting for election to go and start going to the grassroots to start campaigning. No. Tell them that they should start preaching to the GOs, all these general overseers, all these mega churches. Tell them to pick up their phone and start calling them. There is need now to have a civil disobedience to make demand for Christians in Nigeria. Apart from the killings, apart from everything that Christians have suffered in Nigeria, it is the right time to make that demand. They shouldn't wait for election. If they are serious, they should not wait for election. Why must they wait for election when the opportunity is here? Now let us listen to him.
Called Nigeria system will change. Amen. They want to come and carry me. Let them come and carry me. Even they are saying it. Amen. And please change your prayer mode. Lord save Nigeria. Lord save Nigeria. God has already saved Nigeria. It should be God. Wake up Christians.
That is exactly the prayer point. Wake up
Christians. Are you hearing me? There are only 10,000 words. And I just mentioned some churches that have thousands of parishes. Parishes that are docile, that are asleep. You are in the majority, but you are asleep. Minority dominating over you. Changing the law.
Yes.
Terrible law.
Yes.
Those laws must be changed. Change your prayer mode. If you are in our church, we don't pray God say, we just the one country. Nigeria is not one nation. That's the first law we told ourselves. One nation. This country is not one nation. This country is many nations.
So, but why do you want them to continue as one?
We must agree how to be one.
But it cannot be. It is not. You see, this is where the problem. This is where the problem lies. You see, when they are running and running this thing, like running. I don't know whether they are scared. But how can somebody be saying all these things when it comes to divide? Hey, we are not saying we are going to divide. When they know that is the only solution. Only solution. They know the truth. How can you identify all these problems, but still you don't want to divide? Scared. Scared of them. You see? But the solution is there. You have the congregation, wake them up. Don't wait for election. Don't wait to go to ward. Don't wait to go to start educating them. It's a waste of time. It will not change anything. Let me tell you why I said election is a waste of time. Now, you are going to have the same structure, right? You're going to have the same structure. You have the Northerners, you have the Southerners. The Northerners have bigger number at the National Assembly. So how are you going to vote? All those constituencies from the North, they are all majority Muslims. They are all majority. They are going to use gun and bullet to get the vote. Okay? So when they come at the National Assembly, how are you going to vote for the amendment of the Constitution? How? These people don't understand that the structure is also evil. The structure of Nigeria itself have deprived every Southerners and the Middle Belt the opportunity to have anything to say in Nigeria. So it is not just about amending the Constitution. Okay? So you need to do something extraordinary. You have to embark on a serious civil disobedience. And let us see, just like Dr. Malafia, blessed memory, suggested.
He wants to rule himself at his own pace, and let's meet at the center. Let's be like the United States of America. New York and New Jersey, they are side by side. They have different laws, different policemen, different constitution. That's
Powerful. You can't beat it.
Slow down our education, slow down our
There when you need it.
our military, make Nigeria say, this civil system, die today! Amen. I don't know why God took me to politics in 1991. You know, what I saw in politics, I can't see it from the pulpit. That's why sometimes I don't blame our daddies. They can't see it. Let's pray, let's pray. You pray until they cut your neck.
Okay.
You pray until they abduct all your children.
Okay.
No, we have prayed enough. We will still be praying. Time for action.
Time for action.
Time for action.
But let it be right action. But let it be right action. Let it be right action, not action of going to vote. It will not change anything.
I am going to tell you more about it.
Okay.
Later. I've written a book that is circulating all over the country now. And I have been around here for 49 years with you.
Good.
And some people are blaming me when I went into politics. God made my eyes to open. Nigeria will not be free until we send away these evil politicians.
And you can't send them away. You can't send them away under Nigeria. It is impossible.
They must be replaced.
Uh-huh.
And our constitution must be rewritten.
Okay. My pastor, please, if you know this pastor, tell him that I am inviting him for let me not go into a debate, but tell him that I am inviting him for open discussion on this channel. If he wants to listen, because I see that the Spirit of God is now talking to him. He has not fully, come to understand what the Spirit of God is telling him. So somebody need to, try to brush that out. So if you know this pastor, please, if you are close to this pastor or know somebody that knows the pastor, tell the person that Simon Ekpa is now open and is inviting him for a public talk, a public debate on why he should not go toe this line, this path he's told, because it's going to be a waste of time. So I want him to, because this is the only way to, let us make our point. Let us talk to Nigerians. Let us talk to Duduwas. Let us talk to Biafrans, including his church members, so that people can listen to the argument we are going to present. Because I like what he's doing. I like the fact that he's saying the truth. I like the fact that he's waking up what he said. But please, this is very important. We shouldn't be missing the opportunities and allow people to teach wrong things to our people. So please tell him that there is an open invitation. If you want to come, let us have a 1 hour or 2 hour session of awareness, so that we can address this particular issue. It is very, very important. Very, very important. I'm going to argue in a very different way than what I've just presented here, so that for easy understanding, so that he can convince me and convince you that this idea he's bringing now is very, very good. Okay? Very, very good. So I want that we can have this. So please, if you know him, it's not like I'm not challenging him, but it is good, because we don't want to waste talent. We don't want to waste the opportunity. We don't want to be wasting opportunity. When opportunity comes like this, we need to grab it. So if he can agree, if his church members are watching me, people who know him are watching me, tell him that God is going to use him to do something very, very extraordinary, that we are inviting him and open our arms for a talk, a discussion, where we can discuss this issue he raised here. Very, very important. And if he is able to convince me and Biafrans objectively, we will know whether we will follow his advice. But if we are able to give more superior and more objective argument, then he will then also toe that line to begin to preach to his congregation, and then also to other. So when he go, okay, anytime he go out, he will be preaching the gospel the gospel of what we agreed. All right. So I am going to now bring another video which I want to play. The same thing. So people are waking up, and the same response I gave to this man is the same response I'm going to give to the one I am about to play now.
Why it's getting from that at this point in time, the reason why it's getting from that to war is because when we hear one Nigeria, it looks like the whole thing is mirage. When you hear one Nigeria, it looks like the whole thing is mirage. Why? Because when you look at the true term or definition of one Nigeria, you don't get to see it. Because some people believe that they own this country more than the others. As long as certain people are continually marginalized in this country, we can't be one.
Chukuma, post the link. Maybe he is around. Let him call you immediately. No, it is not now. I want that we discuss if let it be on a different program. So if he's watching, please, if anybody knows him, tell him that we are much interested, because it looks genuine and they want to solve this problem. So let us solve this problem together. All right.
Because when we hear one Nigeria, it looks like the whole thing is mirage. When you hear one Nigeria, it looks like the whole thing is mirage. Why? Because when you look at the true term or definition of one Nigeria, you don't get to see it. Because some people believe that they own this country more than the others. As long as certain people are continually marginalized in this country, we can't be one. What? Number one, we are already divided too much by our geographical locations and our local dialects. It's difficult for any country that don't speak one language to be one.
You see that? It is difficult for any country that doesn't speak same language to be one. Okay? It is difficult for any country that doesn't speak one language to be one. So why are you forcing it after identifying this problem, that it is difficult to be one when you don't speak one language? I don't understand whatever they talk from the Fulanis. Why should you be, when you have done this experiment for 61 years, why should you be forcing yourself to be in a country that can never move forward, that have ulterior motive, that you are being marginalized, and the people you elected to help you so that you will not be marginalized is even being marginalized at the National Assembly? Ekpa himself is being marginalized. Abaribe is being marginalized. All the senators at the National Assembly, they are being marginalized. Some of them will be sent to Iran when they want to discuss about Southeast. They are being marginalized. You watched when they came to start lamenting. They started lamenting about how they excluded them in there. They are marginalized. So if the leaders you elected can be marginalized, who is you? That is why all these people agitating for political process, election, this, elect, IPOB, this. It is not just rubbish. If we ever go that road, we will never get Biafra. Okay? We will never get Biafra. And we don't want to go that road. Let us continue.
It's very difficult. The reason why America, they are prosperous and progressive is because they speak only English. France, they speak only one language. Portugal, they speak only Portuguese. They go to Spain, they speak only Spain. You go to Italy, they speak only their Italian. So you see all the countries that speak one language, they are one. And they believe that they are one. But sometimes The Yorubas believe they are the owner, the Hausas believe they are the owners, the Igbos believe they are the owners, and the other side believe that they are the owner. And the other side believe that, like, people are making all kinds of statements, and the government of the day will not go after them to do things. For example, some people coming up to say that the presidency belongs to them, that they have larger numbers. What sense?
Cred. Yritys lainaa 200 000 euroon.
Moment.
I mean, at what point did you have that number? That you have more of Hausa people and more of Fulani people, that they have the larger number, that they can determine and decide. By so doing, you are marginalizing the people. You are saying that we are not one. And as long as such language continues, we can never be one. And also the appointment of this present government did not help issues.
Now, how do you then know that you are actually bigger in number? How do you know? How you know is to call for 1 week sit at home for all Christians. Let us see how many Muslims will go to work. Okay? From police, from bank, from everywhere. That is how to know. So we have to, you see, all these things they identify. And we also, yes, we are inviting everybody, including him, including Okafor. We are inviting him. We want to tell him, we want him to tell us the process like he's doing here. He's gonna say the same thing here. He said that we should elect IPOB to go and become governors and all that. Oh my God.
If we are one, 99% of the appointment goes to one direction.
Yes.
If you go to immigration, it's somebody from one side, from one religion. You go to the police, it's one person from one side, from one religion. You go to the DSS, people from one part of the country, from the other religion. You go to the custom, the same thing. And you say we are one. If we are one, everybody, you can't tell me one part of the country is more qualified and better than the other side. And this is the reason why there is the agitation.
Yes.
Biafra wants to go.
Yes.
Oduduwa wants to go. It's never been like this before. If they can remain one, they should come together peacefully and let everybody separate and go their way.
That is what every reasonable human being should be campaigning for now. Because I want you, how do you think it is possible for Fulani to have gone this far? They control the police, they control the army, they control presidency, they control Senate, they control House of Rep. How do you think that after they have gone this far, yeah, you will now come and say, let us sit down, other Nigerians are not happy, let us rest. You see, they will listen to you. If you are actually believing that Fulani is going to listen to you after having used your own people to go this far, then you don't know who is Fulani. And before you can succeed in solving problem, you need to know the problem. So if you think that somehow you are going to use political process to solve this problem, and one day you are going to make everybody be one in Nigeria or everybody be equal, my brother, you don't know your problem. And once you don't know your problem, you can never solve it. So we know the problem. We know that the level Fulani have gone now, you can never make any headway. The only solution is to divide Nigeria. All this problem you are saying here, all this problem, this pastor is there. Everybody is seeing it. And one thing that is very absurd is that after identifying this problem, they now come to believe that there is something you can do to solve it. Okay? They say you are going to solve it. I don't know how they want to solve it. I am inviting him as well. I'm giving him invitation as well if he want to discuss, so that he have his audience, he have his congregation, which is very wide, and we also have our own audience. We have followers. We have at least our program reach up to 40 million people. You know, When I was very active on Facebook, we get almost 30 million reach from Facebook. Okay, we have 30 million reach from Facebook. Okay, now we have probably more than that. Okay, so I believe that I don't know how many people he have in his contribution, but at least if we combine that 30 million or 40 million or 50 million now to this his contribution, it will go far. It will go very, very far. So let us watch.
So that's why we need to pray. But as of, I know and I believe that if we are one, it's better. But from what it looks, you can't marry somebody who refuses to be married. You can't marry somebody who don't want you to marry them. You can't marry somebody who refuses, who accepts you as his husband or wife. You can't marry them. It's practically impossible. And that's one of the worst things that our colonial masters did to us. Because we are joined by the colonial masters. The history did not show that we are supposed to be so. But if we have come to that, there should be the people coming together. Not politics, not whether PDP or APC. Let the whole people come together and say, this is how we want to live. They call it what again? Either restructure, different zones come together and say, okay, this is how we want it to go. If these people rule for 8 years, let these people rule for 8 years. Let these people rule for 4 years.
You see, the problem that these people are not getting is, thank you very much, Anthony Great. Biafra is here. Flesh and blood have not revealed it to you. MSA, our nation is be a confederation because of our value system. Thank you very much. Confederation. You see, the problem here is that I don't know why all these people will understand what is going on. We appreciate them for even coming out to talk now, because that is what we need.
Different zones come together and say, okay, this is how we want it to go. If these people rule for 8 years, let these people rule for 8 years. Let these people rule for 4 years.
You see, one thing Pastor Kafo should know is that we are not talking about ruling. It is no longer, you see, it was before. You can talk about, it is no longer about ruling now. Okay? We are talking about survival. So, those people who are saying, of course, I understand what you mean by the marginalization and all that, but just like I told Ohaneze, if for those of you who have been following me, there was a time I told Ohaneze, so when Ohaneze said, okay, if they didn't give Southeast a presidency, they are going to support Biafra. How many of you remember that time? I told them to be ready. Get ready to support Biafra, because you will never get that presidency. Okay? And I will go and make sure I bring out that video. I said, get ready for Biafra, because you will never get presidency. Is it not happening today? Okay, somebody say you do remember. Is it not happening today? Okay, when this thing is happening, they think that it is far. They don't know that they think it is going to be far. Some of you that remember, I'm going to bring the video. I told Ohaneze to get ready, because they will never get that president. It's happening today. It is happening. But tell Pastor Kafo that it is not about rulership. It is not about, the marginalization is not just about rulership. In fact, tell Pastor Kafo that we are not talking about the problem now is not marginalization. Okay? Tell Pastor Kafo that we have gone past marginalization. That where we are now is the race for survival. So it is no longer about marginalization, my brother. If it is marginalization, we don't care. Okay? But it is not marginalization. What we are fighting for now is we are fighting to survive. Because if we do not fight to survive, to leave Nigeria, Nigeria will kill us. So we don't want to die for Nigeria. Okay? That is the reason why we are fighting. We are fighting for survival. So marginalization is just a primary, secondary thing or something.
Or let one side rule for one term of 6 years. Then when you do like that, there is no more marginalization. It will work. But as it is, that's why the agitation and they are killing people. People are dying every day. Is to pray for this country. Is to pray. Let the will of God be done and let things be done peacefully.
God have answered this will. God have answered this. This is the problem. What the pastor needs to be praying for is for God to give him the knowledge to know when the will of God have come. Okay? You see, you are praying for the will of God to happen. The will of God is here. Why are you not identifying that the will of God has come? The will of God in Nigeria now is that God has brought Buhari, and Buhari has made it very clear that what they are doing is to conquer entire Nigeria. And you are praying and praying and praying all these years, and God have told you that in the event going on in Nigeria now, the will is that you get freedom. That if anybody who is different comes to power, it is going to delay your freedom from Nigeria. So you need somebody who is like Pharaoh to be able to get your freedom. God brought Pharaoh. It is the will. Okay? Now the Pharaoh is even more hard-hardened than the one in the Bible. He carried a Fulani and covered everywhere. I know he doesn't listen to nobody. So the will of God here now is that you as a pastor should identify that God have spoken and God have answered your prayer, which is to get freedom from this janjaweed before they germinate into something and you will not rise. You will not even rise again to even talk. Because at the point time is coming. If you don't do something now, time is coming where you cannot have a church. You can't stand and preach as a Christian. Are you waiting until you get to that point? So God is already have answered your prayer. The will of God is here. Okay? The will of God. Tell Pastor Kafo that the will of God is here. Thank you very much, Ugo Omega, for your super chat. Yes, we will continue to do the thing we are doing. So you see, that is why let us be praying. I said, let us be praying for God to give us knowledge, to identify and acknowledge when the prayer has been answered. Of course, restructuring is dead now. Somebody said, why don't this restructuring? Restructuring is dead. Who is talking about restructuring again? Oh my goodness. Nobody is talking about restructuring. Restructuring where? That is exactly it. All the people that are shouting, which restructure waiting, that is dead. We told them. You cannot hear them now say, restructure, restructure. Now it is presidency. But they lied to you. They lied to you and they will continue to lie.
One side cannot be developed and the other side not developed. And it looks like one side have the natural resources and there is no development or anything seen in that area. You can't make people be one like that. But we pray that the God who brought this country, may the same God by his mighty hand and infinite mercy turn it around and let there be settlement. And if we have to break, let it be done peacefully. And let, even if there is break up, let people remain in wherever city or place they choose to remain.
That is the preaching. That is the preaching. But don't go front and back. That is the preaching.
That pray for those, whether it's Oduduwa people or Biafra people, they are not rising up for nothing's sake. Something is triggering them to do so. And you can't say it's a bad cause.
C'est une mauvaise course.
But I'm praying for especially
Je prie
Un moment.
of our people in the East. The bloodshed level is too much.
le sang, le niveau du sang.
I will continue to pray for them,
Priez sur eux.
even though they have chosen
Même s'ils ont
that we are
choisi
going to be Biafran people and we want it. Even at that, you don't kill your own people.
ne tuez pas.
You don't kill your own people. If I'm to be part of
Je
them,
vais prendre part.
or if I'm
How can you say you don't? Who told you that it is the Biafrans that are killing their own people? This is the people cannot just come and conclude like that. Okafor cannot just come and stand on the pulpit and be talking. You can't be killing your own people. Who told you that Biafrans are killing their own people? Okay, so this is wrong. He cannot come and say Biafran are killing their own people. That you who told you? Did have you carried police investigation and police told you it's Biafra killing their own people? So this is, this is, I'm condemning this statement because he's not in position to talk that Biafrans are killing their own people. Except if there's something that anybody. Somebody said I should stop paying attention to okay. Thank you very much. Please stop paying attention to some of these charlatans in Nigeria that do not understand spirituality. This man is a joke. Yes, my brother, we have to pay attention to them because we have been asking for these people, for these pastors, to start talking. So when they come, if they now someone the courage to come and talk. If the talk is not going well, we have to come also to correct them. And that is what we are doing now. So we are trying to let them understand that some of the information they are giving here is correct, is accurate, but some of the thing, their position is not good. So it is not a good position. So, and that's what we are doing. We have to tell them with, objectively that their position is somehow not the right position. So they should be shifting little by little. We are not expecting them to shift completely and immediately or the same time, but we want them to start shifting from, step by step until they are fully into what is happening. So we appreciate them for having coming out to do this kind of preaching, and the preaching is needed at this point, and we continue to acknowledge them and address them when other pastors are joining, because this is what we want. We have been looking for this kind of things to come, and now they are coming, so we will be acknowledging them. We cannot overlook them. We cannot ignore them. We have to give them the opportunity to come more, for other people to come out. That's exactly what we are doing. Somebody have a question? Mazi Francis Agumo, what is your question, please? What is your question? Please, what is your question? But let us continue.
There, I will advise them something to do. You don't need the whole Nigeria to declare Biafra. You can declare it on your own and stand. What do they need to do? Since the Biafran people, the IPOB people have so much power that they can ask everybody to sit at home and they will obey. What they are supposed to do is to impose government in the whole of the eastern states. That's what they need to do. If I were to be in their midst, I will tell them this is what you are to do. Raise a governorship candidate. Raise a governorship candidate and tell everybody, since they believe in the same cause, tell everybody this is our candidate, vote for him. By the time you enthrone governors in the whole 5 eastern states that believe in the same cause, you have taken over already.
This is exactly the same thing I was just saying a moment ago. When they come and give this suggestion that give a governor somebody who is, it is not possible. It can never be possible in Nigeria. It is if it is in a sane society, you can begin to push for that. But for you to say this kind of thing means that you don't know Nigeria. Okay? It is not possible. First of all, we have we have Fulanis we are dealing with, okay? We have Fulanis we are dealing with. Fulani control the INEC. Fulani control the judiciary. These two sectors, Fulani controls it. Now, I want to use what happened in Imo State to give example. Once they know that the governorship candidate is a pro-IPOB or pro-Biafra, they can never allow the person. You see, is it not? They can never allow the person. They can never. So it is not possible. It is not possible. And why would the Okafor be saying, if I am part of them, I will advise them? So he don't want to save life of Biafra. Why would he be saying, if I am part of them? So he don't want Biafra? With all the information he gave here, with how bad and rotten Nigeria is, how Nigeria is marginalizing other people, how the country is not one. So in all these things, this man said, he don't want to save his own people. He want to say, if I am part of them, I would advise. What is stopping him from coming and be part of the people that will save his own people? Why will he want to be a pastor preaching about the ordeal of his own people and don't want to be part of the solution? Why? My people, no, I'm confused. Why would a pastor identify problem of his people and he don't want to be part of the solution? Why would somebody be doing like that? Why would this pastor say, if I am part of them, I would advise them to do this and do that? Why would you be advised? Are you not part of the Igbo people? Are you not part of the Biafra people? Even if you do not believe in Biafra, what have you done for the Igbo cause? So I don't understand it. Is he waiting for his mother, his extended family, his relative, and all his lineage? They are in Biafra. So is he thinking that somebody should be the one to fight for his lineage to be freed from Nigeria? I don't understand this. Why would this person say, if this person is from Kafanchan, okay, if this person is from Niger and come to Nigeria to preach and advising us, it will be understandable. He will say, if I am to be part of these people, I will advise them. It will understand. How can an Igbo pastor, a Okafor by name, be saying this kind of thing? My brother, Ike Wuro, Alo Melo, Kai, Alo Melo. This man is addressing the solution of this as if he's not part of, as if the problem is not part of him. Hi, yeah, man. I appreciate him for coming to talk. So we expect more of him, because the problem of IPOB is also his problem. The problem of Undi Igbo is his problem. The problem of Ijo is his problem. The problem of Biafra is his problem. The problem of every Efik, is his problem. So why is he saying, if I am part of them, I will advise them to do this? And so he wants his people he wants somebody else to come and free him. Oh my God. I want you people to understand. This is bad.
To be in their midst, I will tell them, this is what you have to do. Raise a governorship candidate. Raise a governorship candidate and tell everybody, since they believe in the same cause, tell everybody, this is our candidate, vote for him. By the time you enthrone governors in the whole 5 eastern states that believe in the same cause, you have taken over already.
Oh my God. These people don't know Nigeria. and that is why Fulani have been able to go this far. Because the people that you think that they know Nigeria, they don't know Nigeria. They don't know. He's just talking as somebody who just fall from heaven. Hi. You will not say, in Anambra State, we are bringing this man. This man is IPOB. Vote him. The man will now come and stand in the pulpit. Yes, so I am IPOB. I am pro-Biafra. Vote me. I am contesting for governor of Anambra State. Oh my God. And then you go to Enugu State, And one man will stand up. One man will stand up. Hey, I have been chosen by IPOB. All the people in Enugu State vote me. I am pro-Biafra. And then you can pay, and they vote you. And that's where you in. Pro-Biafra, that's where you in Enugu State. God. Hi. It will be as camel to walk through the needle. Because they are clapping. And they are clapping. They are clapping. So, you know, it is ignorant of Nigeria is not good. Thank you, Caught by Fire. Caught by Fire, Anekan, thank you very much for the super chat. You see, it is unbelievable that people don't know Nigeria. You know, just like this. You say, let us use Anambra State election as an example. Somebody will now begin to campaign. IPOB is this one. We have chosen him. Go and represent us. And they say he's a pro-Biafra. And he's going to win the election. He goes to Ebonyi State. He's a pro-Biafra. He's going to win the election. You go to... Hello, man.
Yes, you have tested your popularity already. You have tested your popularity because since they have shown marginalization, since they have been marginalized, I support their cause, but where I don't support it is bloodshed.
Nobody is supporting bloodshed. Do you know what these people are doing? Do you know what? Do you know? Let me tell you. Do you know what? Do you know what they want to do? Do you know what they want to do? What they want to do is what they did to Ojukwu. You know what they did to Ojukwu. Come and contest election. Come and contest election. They want to rubbish IPOB to say, because when you go and contest that election, you know what they do now? They will do the mago there. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter whether IPOB have a candidate have 1 million or 13 million votes. It doesn't matter. Once they go to Abuja, they will manipulate the whole thing, just like they did to Hope Uzodinma. And then the thing now is that even the IPOB cannot win election. The IPOB that could not win election in Anambra State. That is what they want to do. They want to begin to sell this narrative to our people so that immediately IPOB buy the idea. Okay, let us have a candidate now. You go and have a candidate. The candidate will not even get 1/4 of the vote. And they will say, look at them. We told you people that they are not popular. We told you that it is fair. People are afraid of them. That is why people are staying at home. It is not like they want Biafra. Look at them now. They cannot win election. That is what they did to Ojukwu. They push Ojukwu, come and contest. I contest election. This, that. Ojukwu went and contested election, thinking that it is going to be free and fair. Nigeria government did everything possible to rubbish Ojukwu, to make sure it was a trap, to make sure that Ojukwu rubbish Ojukwu, that he don't have popularity, and he was the one who led Biafra war. Ojukwu fall for it. I don't blame him. He fought for it. That is the same thing they are preaching. Come and bring candidate. Raise his hand up. This is IPOB. Everybody must vote for him. He is a pro-Biafra. And then when election comes, they will even go and pay money to the person. When election comes, the person will not even get 50,000 votes. They will say, you see, we told you people. And that is the end. Once that happens, they have killed the struggle. They will say, we told you, look at them. They cannot even win election in the state. My people, we know this thing. It is not, our brain is sharp. So we are on top of the game. It is the last thing anybody can think of. It is the last thing. Even in this Anambra, any day, they say, we want to, if you just say it is this person you are supporting, that is the end. That is why I'm asking, somebody asked who voted for Hope in. It's the same thing. Hope is, and they are not talking about Hope. These people that are telling you to bring your hope, they are not talking. If you talk about hope, they pretend they didn't hear you. If you talk about Hope Uzodimma now, if you tell this pastor, is Hope Uzodimma not there? He will not even respond. He pretend that he did not hear the comment. Because that will be shooting himself. To begin to talk about Hope Uzodimma, he's shooting himself. But it is example. Example. A very good example. And they are coming to tell you, vote this one, vote that one. Let us listen to him again to the end.
Because you can't be killing your own people. Even if they disagree with your cause, don't kill them. Because at the end of the day, when that country finally comes, blood will still be crying. Things will go wrong. So I plead for them, I'm praying for them, that God will see them through, and that all of them fighting for this cause in truth and in spirit, that God will protect them. And this is the way I think they should go. Nobody needs to disturb anybody. Since you have tested your popularity, and it's
since you have tested your popularity, that is the point. Since you have tested your popularity, it is about popularity. Political talk. I want you all to listen to what this man is saying. Popularity. Which one be this one again?
popular. Like you say, everybody sit at home, they sit at home. What you need to do, go into the politics with them. Enthrone governors or people that believe in the same cause in the whole of the eastern states and give them a timeline that this is what you must do, this is what you must do. By the time you have that done, it's you telling them what to do. There is no better way of declaring whatever you want to declare. You don't need to share any blog because you have tested your popularity and you have seen that you are popular. You have seen that you can say no market, no movement on Monday, and everybody sit at home. You can use the same thing, get to your people and say, this is the person who want to rule Anambra. This is the person who want to rule Imo. This is the person who want to rule Abia. This is the person who want to rule Ebonyi.
I've just told you people the trap that is there. It is not possible because the people you are going to be dealing with are the Fulanis who control the INEC, who manipulate the electoral results, and who manipulate everything. So it is a trap. And the candidate you are going to bring will not even get up to 50,000.
This is the person who wants to rule Enugu State. And get them, put them in charge, and tell them this is what we want to do. After 4 years, 8 years, give them a template that everybody here, anyone that goes here, this is the first thing you are to achieve. In the first 4 years, every governor mandates them to build airports, mandates them to build roads, infrastructure. Then the next 4 years, put security in place, put law. The next 4 years, use it to secure your place. That no thieves, no thief, no kidnapping. Close it and say, in the next 12 years, we are declaring this and declaring that. That's the end of it. There's no two ways about it.
Oh my goodness. Try. Oh God.
We don't need to insult anybody. Nobody needs to arrest people. And for the death going on, I will appeal to the government. Because when there is so much agitation, it leads to this. People are dying. The other day, it was the husband of the late professor that we lost in that grandson dastard act. It could be anybody. But may mercy speak for you and your family always. In the name of Jesus. Federal government, they should listen to the cry of the people and release the Mazin and the Kalu.
That one is
unconditional. Yes. Yeah, they should release him unconditionally. When he's released, tension will come. But as long as they are keeping him there, and this man has followers.
Exactly. You get that.
MMK has followers, and they believe in him. There are people ready to die for him. Release him unconditionally. Let him go. Let him go to his people. And you can dialogue with them. Yes, sir. That's one way. The government should listen to the people And the Yoruba, the Oduduwa nation, led by Sunday Igboho, they are also coming up with their own. All these people should be released unconditionally. And while we pray, it's not just enough to pray, but the government must listen to the people. And that's the best thing we do. So we pray for this country. And whatever everybody wants, that will bring the peace of this country. If it's breaking up, that will bring peace. So be it in the name of Jesus. And we'll pray that whatever that has been deployed into the atmosphere,
it is only the breakup that will bring peace. So I say a very heavy and a very big amen to that prayer. Only the breakup will, I give 8/10. Yes, he tried. Now, I want to conclude this broadcast by showing you people something that is very, very interesting. Okay? I want you to look at this. Look at this. U.S. opposes Nigeria's plan to hand KB governor $100 million from Abacha loot. I want you to take this to Ike Ekweremadu. Okay? Ike Ekweremadu. Take it to Ike Ekweremadu. As Abacha loot is coming, they are sharing it to their bandit governor, the bandit governors who will be sharing the money for the Fulani to buy arms and ammunition for the final war. U.S. opposes Nigeria plan to hand KB governor $100 million from Abacha loot. Are you hearing that? Call by fire, Simon. What part of we don't want Nigeria can't these people understand? Yeah, that is exactly it. They don't understand it. So 100 million of Abacha loot. The government of Nigeria want to give it to KB governor. Okay? And the opposition is not coming from any Southeast governor. No Southeast governor is opposing it. No South governor is opposing it. No Southwest governor is opposing it. No senator from the Southern Nigeria and Middle Belt is opposing it. The people that are opposing it is America. Chai. Enokwa. You cannot hear a governor, you cannot hear a senator opposing this particular plan to give $100 million to Kebbi State governor. But America is opposing it. Is everything not all right? No be juju be that. No be juju be that. $100 million. That is, who knows how much they are pumping into Kebbi State every day. Aromelo. And you don't hear it anywhere. Nobody have come to raise doors to this governor want to collect $100 million. What about other people? Fulani already planned to give $100 million of Abacha Luto that they are returning to Nigeria. America oppose it. You don't hear it from Ike Ekweremadu. You don't hear it from all the preachers of Ndewa Nigeria. You don't hear it because Anambra don't need $1 million. Anambra don't need $100 million. Enugu don't need $100 million. Abia State with the market of area that look like a pig farm don't need $100 million to fix the drainage. Imo State, I don't talk about Imo State. They commissioned road. The road was not finished. They don't need 100. They don't need 100 million. Ebonyi State don't need 100 million. In the entire Nigeria, Kebbi State need 100 million. And they have already planned as the money is coming. They are giving $100 million to governor of Kebbi State. And America opposed it. Your senator did not oppose it. Nobody raised dust. Nobody raised eyebrow. Nobody did nothing. On this note, I say I will stop here. Thank you for watching. And by grace of God, we may launch our app tomorrow by the grace of God. How does that sound? Let us have clap. Let us clap our hand here. We will launch our app tomorrow. we may launch our app tomorrow. I said mail, we may launch our app tomorrow. So those of you who subscribe to the Telegram, you may be the first to download the app tomorrow. When I'm about to release the app, I will let you people know. And somebody say, wait. I want to. He said, "We will not believe until you release." let me see the comment. This is our brother say. What did he say? I want to see the comment. I think the thing don't disappear. All right. But anyway, our app may be released tomorrow to those who subscribe to the Telegram, Telegram channel of the app launch. I say, boss, this one I don't believe until I see him. Okay, you don't believe until you see him. All right, yes, that's why I don't want to talk about it. But believe me, you are going to see the app. I am promising you. Okay, I'm promising you. Maybe tomorrow, but I'm promising you at least this week it will not be more than this week. So thank you very much. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Dudua. May God bless the Middle Belt. May God bless Amazonia. May God bless you watching me this evening. May God bless IPOB worldwide. May God bless ESM. May God bless Mazina Nikano. May God bless Sunday Igboho and all of the agitators and you all. I love you. Good night from here. Good night.